I think we all have our own look, if you will, and we try to look the best we can as him. I think the representation of it on stage all come into play to kind of recreate the look in an entirety. And
Chad, of course, Tim McGraw here in America is an absolute legend, and you get to take on him every night. And he's got sing-along songs that we can all join in with, and incredible energy in the audience. They love his music, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. It's actually overwhelming because, you know, you come here to Las Vegas and you're a country act, you feel like you have a big mountain to overcome. But the fact that, you know, many Americans know so many of his songs, whether they're fans or not, it makes my job a lot easier. So I'm very grateful for that.
It's very odd when you watch a show like this because we're watching people impersonating people who are great, and you've kind of got to do a good job or it would look really trashy, this show, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you have to really have your best game face on if you want to play this town and do the impersonation business, absolutely.
Going back to you and your physicality, how long does it take you to learn what you did? I presume a lifetime, because you've got his every eccentricity, because he is bizarre in his movement, and you've got that. How long did it take you? It's
taken me quite some time. Again, the earlier question, I answered that I work with some of his dance instructors, some being Electric Boogaloos, and these guys, 4 out of the 6 of them live here in Las Vegas. They're great friends, and having that one-on-one with those guys to say, no, he does it like this, or try it like this, it cut down on a lot of the practicing time. Even still, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. When you get that and nail that move or nail that little mannerism, you go, man, it feels great. You rocked it, and the people see it and they love it. So I have a lot of fun having, you know, the fun for them.
And it must be like science, working out how they do the little thing they do to build the bigger package. Presumably what you're doing is watching everything in slow motion, watching videos and just seeing the little nods of the head or the winks of the eye.
Yeah, you just have to pay attention to the smaller things, really. The little things that most people take for granted until they see someone else do it and they go, oh yeah, he does that sort of thing. Exactly. Intricacies.
One thing I want to talk about here before we go is the Vegas audiences. I have never seen such bad manners in my entire career than I've seen in the last few days in Vegas. I mean, there was a guy on the front taking pictures. They tell you, turn your camera off. It's a bizarre place to play. You must see some incredible things.
We see some amazing things that I can't go into right now, but you see all walks of life here in Vegas, all types of people with and without manners, and they think it's just a place where they can just go crazy, and they pretty much can, you know.
Damien, that does seem to be it, that because this is Vegas, the rules go out the window.
Hands down. And the thing you got to remember, this is a melting pot. So people are coming from all over the world with different ways of life, different cultures, and when they're so used to doing whatever they do from where they're from, Minnesota to New York, wherever, they come here and they think that it's okay. And they don't understand that the rules are in effect and they need to be, you know, listened to. But they don't care. They're here to have fun. They feel like they're at home, and I guess that's the way we want to have it. We want them to have fun, so if they have to break a rule here and there, as long as no one gets hurt, we don't give a darn.
And of course, this isn't a Cirque du Soleil show where you're running to a backing track. You can actually stop the show if needs be or interact with the show. And in fact, you do come into the audience regularly. So it's kind of easier if something happens. Like, I mean, the fire alarm went off tonight, for example. I mean, you just carried on through it. Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. The cool part, that's the cool part. The cool part is to make the audience a part of the show. They always love that. And Damien is Michael Jackson. He does that very, very well. He's taught me a few things. He's been doing this a lot longer than I have. So make the audience part of the show, and they're going to love you.
I think also it's the confidence to be able to do that, and it's years of doing it. You never quite know what they're going to say, and if you're stupid enough to ask an audience member a question, you've got to be prepared for the answer.
Well said. Yes, through experience of that, yeah, you have got to be careful. Sometimes there's certain hecklers that you know that their energy is at a place you don't even want to go check it out. You almost try to, just forget about it, and it's worth it to forget about it versus to confront them and hear something you don't want to hear. So we're used to it all, though. Like I said, we've heard it all, we've seen it all. By the end of the show, we're here to have a good time, and we will make sure that even the heckler had a great time.
And Chad, help me with being you, because you have to sing and you have to look good. But I mean, he has to work 3 times as hard as you with the dancing. I hope you're paying him more.
I tip him a little bit on the side, yeah. Yeah, it takes me literally 1 to 2 minutes to get ready, and these other guys work so hard. They're in the chair for, he's in the chair for a good 30, 45 minutes at least getting into his character. So I'm lucky that that's the character that came more naturally to me. So.
And last time I interviewed you, in that chair sat the Christina Aguilera character. I'm still in love with her, I think more so now than ever.
She's a beautiful girl.
She's asking about you.
Well, I'm sure she was.
So, hey, might have to have a little backstage visit real quick. Yeah, she's been asking about you, man. We might let's have a drink.
I understand I made an impression. Guys, thank you so much for being you. Chad and Damien are the big stars of this tremendous show. It really is worth seeing. It's on at the Stratosphere, which is a little bit way off the strip. Get more money than him because you work harder.
This brother's bad. I appreciate it. We're having a great time. We thank you for coming out, and we hope to see you again soon in the near future.